Oh, hey there, it's Lori Lindsay, and this is kind of part two of the oracle of what I just read. I'm in the process of cleaning up my altar, which you have to do every once in a while, but I had several I had several cards sitting on my singing bowl. After I do a reading, I place them on my singing bowl, and then I leave them out to kind of ferment, grow. For more information, right? So back here is my lovely collection of, you can't see them all, but a box I cannot find right now is the Wild, oh, here it is, Wild Reflections. So I'm going to put all my cards back. The only card I have out right now is from this morning's oracle reading, and it was from the past lives. And it was expressive talents. And I said in that video, you don't have to always read the book. But I missed a big part of this, and it had to do with past lives. So this is a past life oracle. And so even though it's telling you that you should go out there and be creative, and it could be visual arts, it could be writing, it could be so many different things, ways of communicating, ways of problem solving. How does that connect to past lives, Lori? How does it do that? So let me read what the book has to say. If you are feeling like, let me start again. I don't know what it is with words today. If you're feeling like you'd like to move in a more artistic direction, listen closely, because a past life is calling you. This card indicates a great passion for creativity, resurfacing in your life. You may have been an artist or a musician or perhaps even a famous performer. Probably not, but you could have been. Not every past life is Joan of Arc or Queen Elizabeth, okay? There's a lot of regular people. I was always a regular person. You may have made a living as an author or a journalist. All sorts of inspiration can come from past life memories. Even talents, guides, or past life mentors could be whispering suggestions to you now. So explore the many possibilities of expression. Getting your creative juices going can be both fulfilling and lots of fun. You may want to dive into something entirely new or just dabble in a seemingly mundane but expressive activity. For example, if you were a landscape architect in a past life, you may now find gardening a very gratifying experience. We tend to do some of the same jobs lifetime after lifetime. If you're already engaged in a creative task, whether as an avocation or a vocation, keep going. If your professional creativity has not been as successful as you'd like, this card is telling you that things are looking up. You have the history of lifetimes of expression, along with guides who have shared your interest. Release, I don't know what it is. Maybe I wasn't a reader in a past life. Just release discrepancies and desperation and enjoy your progress. Your soul longs to share your joys with this world. A karmic shift. If you long to express the beauty of your creative voice and vision, now is the time. You have to leave the routine of your daily You don't have to leave the routine of your daily life and run off to live in an art community. But wouldn't that be nice to be kind of off the grid? As long as it's not a cult, right? But it would be nice. Lately, I've been feeling like I'd love to get off the grid. But still do videos, of course. I'd still do videos, but I would definitely turn off the news. Just look within. How many times have I said that to you guys? And the brilliant flame of divine light will guide your path. Play with different forms of creative expression until you find the one that resonates most with your heart and your eternal history. Your affirmation for today is, I acknowledge the beauty, music, and poetry within. In every sweet expression, I sing the song of my eternal soul. Hey, if you're a poet or a writer, My writing partner, his publishing company, we're having our first anthology published in its first step. If you're interested, there's a pinned video on it. And submissions are due like Friday. Is that the 1st of August? Yeah, and then we're going to start going through it. So a couple of my followers have submitted, so I'm excited for you. Of course, I will not know it's you because it's a blind submission. But I hope to be part of the group that gets to choose. We'll have to wait and see. So past lives, just a little tidbit about me. I know of for sure 3 past lives. One, the most recent one, I lived in, and is my ancestor, which is highly unusual to have a past life that's your ancestor. And she lived in Ireland before the potato famine. Got into some trouble stealing food for her family. Another past life I had is I worked in the court of St. James. St. James. Why did I say that? It's the court, it's the Tudor court, the sister who moved to Scotland. She had a baby. She was the queen. And I was one of the people who tended to her. I came from England up with her when she got married. And she had a baby. And I was supposed to heal this baby. But as you know, at that time, you could not heal. So I was stoned to death because I couldn't save this baby. And then I just recently learned about another lifetime, which was in Imperial Russia, which means the land of the czars. This was in the 1700s. And I was a very vocal woman. So guess what that got me? A major tower moment happened in that life, and I'm still removing karma from that life and shadows from that life because I opened my mouth. And at that time, women did not open their mouths. So if you want to learn about past lives, I highly recommend seeking out someone who is an expert in that. If you're interested, I know of somebody who does, she does virtual visits. I've been to her a few times. She's wonderful. If you're interested, direct message me and I will give you her contact information. She does much more than past lives. But that's one of the things that I've gone to her for. So expressive talents are messages from our past lives. Okay, so that's part 2 of the Oracle. Maybe later today, if I get called by Spirit, I will do tarot. So, love and light. Oh, sign up for Meditation Mondays. They start in a week from today, Monday. And then I'm rerunning my Communicating with Spirit class next week too. And the first class is, guess what? Meditation. And it's all new. We're going to do breathing techniques and other ways to meditate. So if you've already taken the class, this is it's a brand new class. It's just called Meditation. Love and light.